Hello and good morning to everyone. I appreciate that you joining us today on our training video for PayPal processing. In other words, processing payments via PayPal. Today we're going to talk about, show you how to, I should say, how to set up your PayPal account and integrate it with your web builder here, as well as show you a couple other things dealing with PayPal payment processing. Okay. So let's dive right into it. First thing we're going to do is after you've logged into your account, you'll want to click on the My Settings button, and then under on that page click on Payment Options. Okay. Now in other videos we've been here and we've talked about how to process payments manually and how to do it through a gateway and a merchant account. So today we're not going to cover those, and if you've missed those videos, you want to go back and watch those if they apply to the process that you'd like to set up on your website. But the other two options here deal with PayPal. Okay, now a lot of new businesses, especially, use PayPal for the convenience and the automation that it offers, and that's great. And our system, is fully integrated with PayPal, so that if people do use PayPal, it can notify our system back that an order was placed and all sorts of other really great things. Okay. And all of that's automated once you set up PayPal. And so the first thing we're going to do is talk about processing payments with PayPal only. Okay. Now the second option is PayPal and a gateway merchant account, and we'll cover that in a second. But if you're going to use PayPal only to process payments, then what that does, and I'm going to click on this, is it brings up an area here where you can set up your PayPal account inside of your web builder here. Okay. Now if you've already created a PayPal processor, then you can select from an existing processor or PayPal account. Now, if that would apply if you had multiple web builders in your account and you had already set up PayPal on one of them, then here you wouldn't have to create it again. You could just select it from a previously created PayPal account. But in this case, we're going to assume that you do not have one created, so you're going to click Create New PayPal Processor, and you're going to give it a name. Now, this is for your reference only. So anything you want, you just type it in here, okay? Whatever you want. And then you have two options. Is your PayPal account a standard account, which could either be a Premier or a business account as well. They do have Premier standard accounts and standard business accounts, okay? So you need to know that, whether it's a standard account or not. Or is it a Pro account? Okay, and usually to get a Pro account, you would have gone through an application process and gotten approval from PayPal. If you didn't do that, very good chance that you just have a standard account, okay? And if you do have a standard account, all you need to do is put your PayPal account email right there. That's it, and you're done. Click Save. If it's a Pro account, it's going to ask for a couple other additional things like a processor ID, a transaction key, and a password. You can also use a certificate with PayPal, and if you are doing that, you can download it from your PayPal account and then browse your computer and upload it here. Okay. Now these items you will find in your PayPal account, and we don't have a Pro account here, so can't log in and show you how to find them, but there are really great tutorials online that you can search in Google to find, or you can contact PayPal and ask them how you find your processor ID, transaction key, and password, as well as a certificate if they want you to use that. Okay. So we're going to assume you're using standard though, which is what 95% of our customers do. And whatever your email is, you would type it in here just like we said and hit save. Okay, now once you've saved that, it's done. Your web builder is connected to PayPal, and what's going to happen is when people go to your site, add items to the cart, and click checkout, it's going to take them over to PayPal and allow them to check out in PayPal. Now once that order is successful, it will communicate back to our system that an order was placed, and under the CRM tab it will be listed here right under your 10 most recent orders as soon as this loads for us here. Sorry about that, our internet must be slow today, but it'll show up right here that it came, that it was successful. Okay. So, but a couple of things I want to talk about with PayPal. First of all, shipping and taxes. Okay, we talk about this in some of our other videos, but if you're going to use PayPal, you want to make sure that you set up shipping and taxes in your PayPal account. And the reason for that is that once they switch from our platform or your website with us over to your PayPal site, they potentially may change their address or change different details about their order that can modify the shipping and tax calculations. And so if you set them up in our system and we pass that data over to PayPal, it may be inaccurate if they make changes. Therefore, if you update or create rather shipping and taxes calculations in PayPal, then no matter what they do, you can always rest assured that you're charging them the correct amount of money. Now, in order to set up tax and shipping in PayPal, we've linked to a tutorial right here that shows you how to do it. And this is just a PayPal tutorial, but enough people ask about it that we wanted to make it very easy for you to know how to do that, okay? And we definitely recommend that that's how you do it, is use PayPal shipping and tax if they're checking out via the PayPal website. Now, this other option here is very similar to the two things we've already covered. We've already covered how to set up PayPal, and we covered in a different video how to set up a gateway merchant account processing. And if you want to use both, that's fine and that's great. And what this does, this option here, is it allows the user, when they're checking out on your site, to decide, do I want to check out with PayPal, or do I want to use this website's internal checkout process to check out? And what this does is, if you set it up this way, it gives the user the option to choose which one, checkout on site or PayPal checkout. And if they're going to check out on the site, then you need to make sure that you are set up with a gateway merchant account that is used to process payments through your on-site checkout, and set up PayPal to process payments if they decide to jump over to PayPal. Okay, so really we've already covered how to set both of these up. That's just pushed my PayPal setup down here when I selected one. So you still have both of these to set up, and it gives, like I said, the user some flexibility to pick. Okay, so that's really all there is to it with PayPal. Whether you're using PayPal just by itself or using it along with a merchant account and a gateway, where you can give the users the option. Alright? Either way, make sure after you've entered in your information that you click Save, so that it does save and remember your settings. And then also, we always recommend that you go to your site, add some items to the cart, check out using PayPal and or your own on-site checkout to make sure that it's working the way you want it to and that everything's right before you start trying to do any kind of advertising and marketing on your site. Alright, so that really covers how to set up PayPal, how to set up PayPal and a merchant account as well. And if you have additional questions, you can always ask us a question on the support tab or email your customer service representative directly for additional help. Thanks again for joining. Talk to you next time. Bye.